control frames. And next is the basic dimension. So here you can see the basic dimensions are highlighted here, the 25 typical location where from the coordinates 0, 0, wherever it is there, that we'll discuss later. But this 25 you cannot vary, and this 45 is a typical position, and this 45 also is a typical position. So all these typical dimension you never try to apply GD&T because these are basic dimension and critical dimensions. So how do you know that which is a basic dimension, which is not? So that also is a part of GD&T. And next is the datum. Datums, as I discussed, are the gauge reference and quality perfect parts, but while manufacturing you will never get the quality part. So most of the people, they say that this is the datum, inside the part my datum is there. No, your datum, the A, which is the perfect surface, is your gauging plate, is your gauging reference, is your inspection instrument, not inside the part. Even though you allot the datums is a flat plane, maybe with respect to the three different direction, X, Y, Y, Z and ZX. So these are the flat reference, perfect reference, but after manufacturing, parts cannot be perfect. So this datums, most of the people, they say that this is inside the part. No, this is inside your inspection instruments. So these all instrument, you know, and different instruments you will be using for measuring the flatness, your cylindricity, your axial run out, and so on. So a quick look at the impact of GD&T now. So first, do you see the geometry control chain? So this is the geometry control chain which I've shown you just before, and different areas like the basic dimension and geometry with the tolerance and geometric dimension and tolerance, and I'll discuss about the S, M, what are those within a minute. So if you see the datum A, here we have not specified any datums because the first thing which we are manufacturing is with respect to what? So what is the absolute reference? Because when you manufacture the first surface, then only you can reference other surface like the other perpendicular surface or maybe at an inclined plane with respect to that. So because of that, here we have not used the, you cannot measure the same A with respect to A. So because of that, you can see here, this is the CEO. CEO is the term which you can find in any companies where you have all the degree of freedom. The first datum plane freezes 3 degree of freedom, and second datum plane freezes 2 degree of freedom, and third datum plane freezes the 1 degree of freedom. So that is a rule which is not possible to discuss within this short period, but just to remember that there is a 3-to-1 rule which is used to control the pitching, rolling and yawing of the objects. And next is your CFO, and CFO, just like your financial officer, which these terms are just I'm using for funny sake, but this basically you have a 2 degree of freedom. And finally, the third datum is a CTO, where you have a 1 degree of freedom. So different term like CEO, CTO I have used for just a funny sake, but these are just a 3 degree of freedom, 2 degree of freedom and 1 degree of freedom. So that means you move from A, B, C, like this A, B, C. You move from the left to right. That means it arrests 3 degree of freedom, this 2, 6. So total 6 degree of freedom if you fix, part is stable. So that is the part of the GD&T where we fix all the rolling, yawing, pitching movement of the parts so that that is stable. And around that we design rest of all the parts, right? So this is the scenario where you see the geometry control chain, the team, they are basically responsible to define this and derive this for the exact interpretation after encoding it, not interpretation first. So next, the impact of GD&T on the actual part. If this is the GD&T drawing and this is the actual part, as I was discussing, you'll get the variation everywhere, and still you say that it guarantees the fitment and function to a particular extent. So GD&T defines the coordinate system. You can see the coordinate system is here, maybe the center of the hole here, maybe the corner, maybe this hole. So wherever you define, all the features are integrated with respect to this 0, 0, 0. So if you see the XYZ just for the reference sake, so if this is the 0, 0, you can see ABC is the first datum, primary datum, secondary datum, and tertiary datum. So 3, 2, 1. So 3 degree of freedom, 2 degree of freedom, and 1 degree of freedom is 6 degree. It arrests like that. So if you hold this block over a surface plate, you cannot move down it, right? You cannot rotate across this plane. You cannot rotate across this. That means 3 degree of freedom are arrested. Then when you hold this back plate side, again another 2 rotation and translation is freeze. Again finally if you hold this side, all 6 degrees are restricted. That is the 3 to 1.